Every balloon sculpture that we make is a custom job. It's literally a dream job.
What I love about balloons is you can create anything.
Balloons bring joy back to the world.
Our next gig is challenging. We're doing a balloon wedding. I think it would be amazing for you to make her a balloon wedding dress.
A bride has to be very brave to wear a balloon wedding dress. Stop, 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 stop. You doing that is not how we're gonna fix it.
This is a unique challenge. It's a wedding. This is not the time to be messing around.
Watch it, goo. Everything has to go right, or it all goes wrong.
Oh my God.
Have I ever shown you the slinky balloon trick?
No.
Okay, ready?
That's awesome. We're gonna make like a lightsaber duel?
My favorite thing to make is something that I've never made before. We have good news today. We're doing a balloon wedding. Now, one, we've actually never really done a wedding before.
When I think of weddings, I think of white dresses and flowers and rainbows and butterflies.
Weddings. This is a unique challenge.
The bride's mother-in-law is the event planner.
So the event coordinator is the groom's mother, and she also manages this event space. So if something goes wrong here, everyone's gonna know about it.
Hello.
Hey.
Adi.
Adit. I wanted something super special for my son because we do, beautiful weddings here, but just something a little unique and different. I'm really nervous about this space because this is actually a meeting room.
The room is kind of, yeah.
I was thinking perhaps using this as the center of the room.
It's like low ceiling. It's this odd kind of square shape. The rug's kind of dingy. Walls are kind of dingy. And, what am I gonna tell her? This room is the pits? But it kind of is. So we get back to the shop and, we gotta throw around some ideas.
We have the bride and making her feel beautiful and special.
I hate to be trite, but does she want a dress?
A balloon wedding dress. Now, have you made a wedding dress before? Because a wedding dress is very different than, say, a party dress or a cocktail dress. Don't women spend months looking for wedding dresses?
Women spend their whole lives thinking about my wedding
Well,
day.
I've never made one, honestly, but I think it would be a really beautiful and spiritual challenge because I do know how important a wedding dress is.
Well, let me float it out there. I think it would be amazing for you to make her a balloon wedding dress. Let's brainstorm on some other ideas here.
It's a wedding cake.
What about balloon flowers for her and the bridesmaids to carry?
And it's really fun, but the biggest thing we need to do is to transform this space. We need to make a full backdrop for this.
Yeah, it's basically a backdrop.
I think if we're gonna do something like that, we could do columns where it's more like kind of really elegant, marble-ish kind of thing. Something.
Our client, Audrey, insists that Joanne, the bride, really wants a balloon wedding. Joanne.
Hi.
But before we start, we need to lock in the designs, and that means a visit with the bride-to-be.
I'm Joanne, the bride-to-be. Very excited about that.
And what we want to do is find out what you really want and figure out what we can do for you so everything comes together and is as amazing as possible.
Okay. I don't want to see hearts. I don't like the colors pink or red.
This might be a little out there or shocking, but Katie, the girl on our team, makes these incredible dresses, balloon dresses. She's really excited about an elegant balloon wedding dress. I know what you're thinking when you think balloon dresses, like big bubbles like this, like a burlesque dance
Yeah.
from the 50s. No, these are tiny little bubbles. Like
The wedding dress. I think it's very special. It's something that every little girl dreams of. They have this fantasy wedding in their mind. But why not do a balloon wedding dress?
Well, I'm definitely up for that. I mean, that sounds like fun.
You might be the first bride to ever have a real balloon wedding dress.
I think it's going to be great. I'm ready for it.
This is really gonna be fun. I'm very excited. The bride is on board for the dress, so all our designs are set. So for this gig, Brian and I are gonna design a 64-foot backdrop wall with 4 matching columns that turn the dreary room into a really elegant space. I'm also gonna build an 8-foot-tall wedding cake with personalized accents for the bride. And Katie is going to make her first ever one-of-a-kind balloon wedding dress, complete with a 5-foot train.
I'm gonna do my first wedding, but I'm very nervous because, I mean, a wedding is a very important day, and this is a really big job. So, to get it all done, we're going to need over 1,500 balloons, 16 base plates, 2 inflators, 4 column supports, and because the wall is so large, we'll need some experienced balloon twisters to help us out.
The walls that we're building are gonna be basically 64 feet by 10 feet high. We're gonna use a geo pattern that we can crank out really quickly. So there's these balloons called geos. You see that? I just take these and tie them together. Geo, and I'm just gonna push this through. So now you have something that looks completely different. I think of balloons as Legos. And the goal is to build a gigantic wall that will transform the room. Which one do you like better, the black on yellow or the yellow on the black?
I like the black center with the yellow because it's more muted in the background. I just don't want it to be like, hey, look, there's a wall behind it, it's white.
Then we're dealing with, like, if it's a whole wall, we're dealing with a lot of black polka dots.
The bride doesn't like pink or red. She doesn't like hearts.
Ay, ay, ay.
She's not your everyday bride, that's for sure.
What do I need to make a wedding dress? Pearl white 160s.
I don't think we have them. If we did, we would know.
Is it possible to make this happen?
Katie wants a very specific balloon. It's a white 160, smallest balloon possible, in pearl. Okay, it's not just regular white, it's like this shimmery metallic white. Do you have a white pearl? Pearl white. You have the 260 pearl white, but not the 160.
Pearl balloons are more durable than flat balloons, than plain balloons.
Katie is not an egomaniacal pain in the ass. She's a different type of pain in the ass.
Adi, I want to remind you of one other issue because I promised you that the bride would stand out on your background because I was using pearl. I promised you that, and now I take that promise back. Adi made a few phone calls, and he just said that we couldn't find him, and I simply was not satisfied with that. So I made a few phone calls myself. Okay, but the problem is you're kind of far away. Yeah. All right.
Yes, we do have the 6 bags.
You have the 6 bags, oh, you're the best. All right. I know what I need, and I'm gonna get it.
So I'm gonna build a 4-tier cake. First thing I need to do is build a prototype, which is basically a smaller version of the actual cake. Basically, you know, when they build a building, they have a little cute architectural model. That's the same thing I'm doing for this giant balloon cake. The pattern I'm working with here is something that Brian turned me on to, which is, you see there's 1 balloon here, and then there's 2 balloons. So what that does is, it could be all straight like this, or it'll just take a natural curve, and everything will fold in real nice like that. Brian's been a great help with the cake prototype because he's got like a engineering type of mind. I mean, we look at things so differently. Now, that'll be the bottom level.
Okay, as you get up higher, I mean, the top tier obviously can't be this tall because it's gonna be so short, it'll look like a big
But
cupcake.
that's what would be proportional.
If you're gonna make a cake out of balloons, I think it needs to look like a classic cake. Would any cake be taller than it is wide? I don't think so.
A wedding is really different because everything has to go right or it all goes wrong.
It's not gonna look like a cake.
36 hours until the event.
Oh, God, it's kind of stressful.
We had all the base plates right here, and they're all gone.
This is 2 people coming together for the rest of their lives. This is not the time for mistakes. It's 2 days until the wedding. Katie got the balloon she wanted and has started on the wedding dress. Adi is making progress on the balloon wedding cake, and I've delegated the assembly of the balloon wall to our assistants while I work on the balloon columns for the big day. So my task is to come up with a few column designs to give a little bit of depth, a little bit of something, you know, elegant. You know, you're working, but if you're that close to something large, you don't even have the time to step back. Another set of eyes really helps. Hey, Adi, you want to take a look at this?
Yeah.
So I added the silk. Mm-hmm. And I don't hate it.
Hold on, let me come back with this.
You know, now that we're looking at that, I like the ivory silk.
I think together they look pretty freaking cool, actually.
A bride has to be very brave to wear a balloon wedding dress, so I want to make her a dress that just makes her feel like a princess. The detail is what makes a wedding dress different from a normal dress. The detail and the love.
This bubble's driving me insane. Obviously, it's gonna have to be fixed, and the way to fix that is by going all the way back here, because we don't need any little knots or creases right there.
I want to keep it as thin and delicate as possible up top.
Isn't this an aggravation? Aggravation!
I'm really grateful that I'm as experienced of a dressmaker as I am. Oh, God, it's kind of stressful. The whole thing is stressful because
This is the bottom tier of the cake. And then we're using this medium size. That's going inside as structural support.
Everybody knows there's a wedding cake at a wedding. It's obvious, it's iconic, it's traditional. And it has to look damn good.
It's a little malformed now, but that's because it's coming to life as we speak.
It's 4 tiers. And I know one concern is how will this stand upright?
Right now, it looks like a very complex balloon marshmallow, but hopefully it'll come together as a cake. Now we have 36 hours before the event. We don't have a lot of time.
So this is gonna be the core of the columns. The columns are gonna be freestanding decoration, which we'll place in front of the wall. And what's gonna hold the core upright is this base plate and peg and pole. Pole fits on here. This doesn't really fit here. These columns are gonna be front center. So, you know, could you imagine they're sitting there like this and one goes, ah. My initial idea was to use these to try and support them inside. The problem with that idea is the balloons are gonna lose air. So I have this idea. Now I used this stuff once before. This is expanding foam. This is gonna solve all my problems. Well, before starting the job, I look at the can. Read all directions before use. Blah, 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 who cares? I kind of read them all. Wish me luck.
Ew.
It's kind of nasty.
Yeah. Look at that stuff oozing out. How long does it take to harden?
I don't know, but it's pretty funky. It expanded more than I expected. Uh-oh. It's just like toxic lava coming out and dripping on the floor. That might be on the floor for a while.
Watch it. Goo.
I'm watching it. Yep, there it goes.
This is the type of mess I would make.
That works. I need 4 base plates for my columns and 12 more for the balloon wall. So I start looking around, and we're missing the base plates we need for this balloon wall.
They were right there.
I saw them earlier. I know they were. And who's responsible for that?
We had all the base plates right here, outdoors. We just came out and they're all gone. Someone stole our base plates
Why do we leave them outside?
because they were all rusty and because I thought, who's gonna steal rusty metal?
With a wedding, this is 2 people coming together for the rest of their lives. This is not the time to be messing around. This is not the time for mistakes or anything else.
I've got 16 hours until the wedding bells ring. I don't like it out of control.
I'm not thrilled with this. The back's not even correct yet. Yeah, I'm not gonna be sleeping.
It's one day until the event, and Katie's doing great on the wedding dress.
From right in the front, it looks amazing.
But Adi and I are behind on the balloon backdrop wall because the base plates that we need to build them were stolen. So we sent our assistants to go buy some new ones, and we just sent them right to the event space so they can start assembling there. Now I can finish my columns, and Adi can focus on the cake.
What do you think?
I want this to work. I like it big, but I don't like it out of control.
So Adi has the cake built, pretty much. The structure of the cake is built. Yeah, you can't just put another balloon in there.
It just isn't sitting right.
And I look at Adi, and he's just not happy. He's not having it.
You know what I think?
What do you think?
Aha.
What are you doing with that? At this point, there's nothing I could do but join him. Well, that looks a little smaller and a lot better.
People are going to walk in and see it, And you know what they're not gonna say? Hey, where's the sloppy fourth level? Now that I've figured out the structure of the cake, I can get going on the decorations. The bride, she was born in Idaho, and she loves the rivers and the trees. First date was on a motorcycle. Have them come up by the bride and groom, you know?
And I'm going to do the topper for the cake.
It's about 12 o'clock right now. Means we have about 5.5 hours till everything has to be packed in the truck.
I've gotten the basic structure down, and all except for that sleeve up there. Now I just need to do all the detail work.
All right, let me look at the front again. I think it's amazing.
Aw, thanks, Adi.
Katie has a perfectionist streak in her. It makes her create incredible work, but then she only sees the problems and then starts going crazy.
Even though I'm not thrilled with this, anything else I would have done would have been awful. I don't really like having all this bubbly stuff where the zipper is. The back's not even correct yet. The profile's just kind of lame.
I've got 16 hours until the wedding bells ring. We need to get this dress ready to go.
Well, I just stop. I'm aware of all of that, and I have techniques to fix it, and you doing that is not how we're gonna fix it. When you're already sleep deprived and you need to go in and do this massive project that's emotionally draining, you know, it's just, yeah, I'm not gonna be sleeping.
Time is up. We need to get everything into the van and over to the event space.
So we arrive at the venue.
Ow.
We have a lot to unload. We have to get this whole wall up.
Good morning.
Oh, hey, Audrey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Our client, she's actually getting her hair done in the room that we're working on just to make sure everything is done right.
We're not gonna go to my hotel room. We're gonna sit right here so I can make sure that I'm still managing from the sidelines.
And we're already fully cooking. Bubbles are all over the place. With her in the room, all of a sudden it turned into like a pressure cooker. Ugh.
Where is the bride?
She's about 20 minutes away.
This is not good. We don't have much time. I just hope she is in love with it.
We're all here, everybody's working hard, setting everything up. They even gave us real flowers for the tops of the columns, which really looked nice.
Hey, nice dress.
Hey, thanks.
Really, the last piece of this puzzle is Katie and her dress.
All right, we need to get her in here because this is not long enough for sure. And I need to know how long it needs to be, and I need to make sure the train, this is not good.
Where is the bride?
She's about 20 minutes away.
We don't have much time. I just hope she is in love with it. Because what is she gonna wear?
People have started to arrive at the wedding. We don't know what kind of reaction we're gonna get.
Time is here, wedding day. This is it.
This is the moment that you just hold your breath and hope that all of your hard work pays off.
I've never seen anything like this, balloons. One of a kind. Whoever did it did a heck of a job. Very, very beautiful.
The whole room works. It's like magic. I'm pretty happy. So here comes the bride. No, literally.
I mean, if the bride isn't happy and the bride doesn't look good, it doesn't matter if you've got a great backdrop. So this gig, it's coming down on me.
I'd like to welcome all of you as we are gathered here today on this most joyous occasion.
Nobody really knows that she's coming out in a balloon dress, so I'm a little nervous to see how people are actually gonna react.
Please stand in honor of the bride.
she looked great.
My dress, I love it. It's amazing. I can't believe that they can really do that with balloons.
Now they're married and everybody's happy, so it's time to celebrate with some cake.
That's incredible.
That cake is very personal for me. It kind of adds a very personal touch to our wedding.
Beautiful, beautiful. Great, great. I was just blown away. I did not at all expect what all of the team has done for us. It is just amazing, and I'm floored, completely floored.
When a bride is wearing a balloon wedding dress, she is gonna be touched and loved and hugged like nobody has ever been touched and loved and hugged before.
All the pieces came together really well. Everything just fit. Really nice.
It fits me like perfect. That's an amazing dress. I want to wear it when I get married.
We all did what we had to do, and we made it happen.
I've done over 1,000 parties in the 9 years that I've been here. Yes, I know.
Wow.
I know, I know.
That's like 2 a week almost.
Almost, yeah. If it's not, anniversary, a quinceañera, a birthday party, a wedding, then it's a business meeting.
Do you do bar and bat mitzvahs too?
We do bar mitzvahs as well. So, being that I've done over 1,000 events in this room and the other banquet hall as well, this has to be something spectacular because this is all mine. This is my son, this is my beautiful new daughter-in-law, this is my family, my close friends, and they've seen so many of my events before, so this has to kind of go over the top here.
So basically, we've never done a wedding before, but we have to do something for someone who's seen at least 1,000 weddings and wants something completely different. Okay, well, this is exciting. We're gonna go start brainstorming right now.
All right.
We will get you some ideas ASAP. Okay.
Ciao.
Bye.
You want some more 350s for the supports?
Please. I like this for some random other thing that we could do. Like if we were making like a little petting zoo with balloon animals. This could be like a nice little fence or something. Okay.
So we gotta figure out how you're gonna support these on each other. Well, one idea is this. I don't even know if we've even thought about this yet. We can take aluminum rod and literally like, and then cover that aluminum rod with balloons, and that'll actually give it support that it'll have something to sit on. Or you can make it like one of these super funky cakes that goes kind of up and then like that and then like this, and that's too kooky. Is it just that there are too many links? Is that why it's not working out mathematically?
No, the math is exactly the way it should be. No. I actually haven't slept at all. Katie's still working on her dress.
Where's Brian?
He's asleep in the car. Hey, it's wake up time. Okay, but actually 3 minutes is too long. We gotta be out of here in 5 minutes, and I need help loading your columns in.
7 a.m. 1 hour sleep.
All right, I'm about to make a brazen decision at the last minute. I hope it's okay. I want to try to create a waist with rhinestone accents, like a slimming thing. So it just kind of draws attention to that nice curve. So I think I'd like to draw attention to a fake curve with some rhinestones. Aren't they so pretty and groovy? Oh no, I just popped a bad balloon because of these rhinestones. And do we have enough tail to tie that? Maybe. Sometimes you just gotta know when to leave things alone. If you mess with projects too much, sometimes bad things like this happen. So it's my bad. No more rhinestones on the boobs.